Hello, style lovers, and welcome to Eleke London. This is Petra coming to you right here from the heart of London. With today's video, I'm continuing the new collection of vlogs, the Fashion Icons series. It's a series of videos where we explore famous people that played a fascinating role in the history of fashion and showed how it can be used to pass messages, express themselves, and even make revolutionary social and political statements. In each video, we will explore more than one historic figure, some of them from the distant past and others even from today, and we will see how they took a turn on just putting some clothes on. The important thing about these personalities is that their fashion choices were strongly linked to their lifestyle and views, and that with their lives, they have a lot to teach us, even today. For today's vlog, I'm going to start with an incredible woman whose name is linked to sensitivity. She was one of the most famous and photographed personalities on the planet. She was well known for her kindness and beauty. She also left behind a rather rebellious reputation, despite the fact that it was never really her plan. Diana Spencer was born in 1961 and became a sensation just before her engagement in 1981. She lived under the public eye until her tragic death in 1997. All the years of her life that followed her engagement, Diana was literally scrutinized by journalists and the public, among other things, with regards to her fashion choices. Her beauty and elegance would never go unnoticed. If I had to categorize Diana's style, I would probably split it in three chapters. Chapter number one is the early years. After her engagement, Diana had to adapt her wardrobe to the demands of her new role. She was not even 20 years old at the time, but according to the era, her wardrobe would be easily characterized as shy, introverted, and even conservative. Ruffles, lace, and rather long skirts were the main features of her appearances at the time, and it wasn't until the mid-80s that she started to shift. In the mid-80s, I would say that a new chapter begins with Diana's wardrobe, as we see her navigating towards a more feminine yet structured wardrobe. She starts looking more confident, with less cravats and more minimal designs. Diana was often promoting British designers and wore a lot of their creations, like the iconic Bruce Oldfield silver gown she wore at his fashion show in March 1985. During that time, Diana started introducing more glamorous outfits that she sported very well, since she was tall and elegant by nature. Who can forget the ink blue velvet gown created by Victor Edelstein that she wore when visiting the White House in 1985? Yes, that was the time that she danced with John Travolta, making all cameras flash. Diana also collaborated a lot with the famous designer Catherine Walker, who gave us the ethereal blue chiffon gown Diana wore in Cannes in 1987. Another noticeable item of that time was her hats. Despite the fact that hats were never absent from her wardrobe, in the 80s they became more daring and sophisticated. Towards the end of the 80s, we can easily notice that Diana's outfits started looking a bit more modern, if you like. And despite the fact that she wouldn't really follow trends blindly, she looked like a person that really knew what was suitable for her and what complemented her natural beauty. And with this, we enter the last chapter of her style, the 90s period. Even at the beginning of the 90s, Diana looks more confident. Her outfits are more revealing, however elegant and very sophisticated. One of the most elegant moments she had, in my opinion always, was in May 1990, when, for an official visit to Hungary, she wore another Catherine Walker gown that revealed her shoulders and her slender figure. Or, during the same visit, she appeared in a two-tone dress, length at the knee, the epitome of elegance. And yes, she would always wear statement colors, but her fiery red gown at this gala in 1990 was a statement itself. One of the things I really like about Diana's wardrobe is the fact that she used it to express messages, pay respect to the people she was interacting with, or express herself. Like this occasion in 1997 when she visited Lahore in Pakistan. In the 90s, we can't help noticing that the hem of her dresses goes a bit higher, despite the fact that the protocol dictated a longer hemline. This shows a woman who was not afraid to break the rules and make a statement. And this is something Diana did a lot in her life, not only, of course, with fashion. Her marriage had reached the point of separation at that time, and Diana was exploring a new period of her life where she would stand up for her right to be more herself. But when it comes to passing messages through fashion, nothing compares to the iconic Christina Stambolian cocktail dress she wore in 1994. It was just the time that her husband spoke publicly about his extramarital affair, and Diana attended an occasion wearing this piece that was meant to be known forever as the revenge dress. Diana was an exceptional woman with classic beauty and a kind heart. She was very intelligent and considerate, and that made her stand out globally. She worked hard to be queen in people's hearts, as she said, and this is how we remember her. It was pretty obvious from an early age that she knew how to rock a glamorous outfit. Looking amazing at the beginning of her career, age only 16, Diana Ross made her debut in the music business, and the rest is history. Born in 1944, she developed her musical talent and became a household name for Motown with one of the most successful bands ever, the Supremes. But since 1970, she followed a solo career and proved her worth as an artist and a woman with passion and vitality. Slender figure, long eyelashes, big eyes, and a bright smile are the signature of her looks throughout time. If I have to describe Diana Ross's style, I would probably say glam all the way. She would always look effortlessly elegant and super glamorous, even when she was wearing a simple tunic shirt. But of course, her most iconic moments were on stage and red carpet, where she would steal the show with glitz and glam outfits. One of her most iconic appearances was in 1983 when she sang at a concert in Central Park, New York. She wore an embellished jumpsuit and completely ignored the pouring rain and the 55 miles per hour wind like no one else could do. Of course, my favorite fashion moment of Diana Ross would come from the 70s. On a TV special named An Evening with Diana Ross in 1977, she appeared in a sequined white dress that complemented her figure and allowed her to move with grace. Another iconic thing about Diana's style was her hair. She evolved through different styles, from the superstructured 60s with bob cuts and tons of hairspray to more relaxed and feathery styles in the 70s and 80s. But her most beautiful statement hair is the amazing 70s afro, a hairdo that honored her origins and also reflected the black pride of the time when people were making a statement of appreciation of black beauty. And she was a beauty. Today, at the age of 80, Diana Ross continues to be a beautiful woman. Still active in the music business, she is now modeling for the new spring campaign of a well-known luxury brand. If she is not glamorous, then who is? And now it's time for you to join the conversation. Use the comment section below and tell me which is your favorite style icon. Maybe I will dedicate a video to them. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click like or share, whatever you prefer, and hit that bell button so you will know when a new video is up and running. I will see you very soon. Kisses from London. Bye.